welcome to Shapes and Forms, your weekly dose of ferret eating a pierogi into your ear lovingly ASMR. We're gonna play some Gungeon, and then later in the stream, probably do some Quiplash.
Gungeons, and more Gungeons.
Hello, Go-Go. We are indeed live. I'm gonna turn up Gungeon just like a little bit.
Pierogi.
I also apologize if the audio balance on the stream is a little weird today because... Hello, Win, as well. Because my headphones are currently all jacked up and kind of falling off of my head in slow motion, so I don't have the best command of how everything sounds right now. Hey, you guys want, like, a small piece of life advice?
Sure.
Sure.
Don't ever buy headphones from Walmart.
Yeah.
From where?
Walmart. Just,
Wally World.
just don't.
Good.
Like,
It's that's the mecca of audiophiles.
yeah,
really.
you know. But, like,
You know.
my mom never lets me get expensive headphones because she's afraid that I'll break them. But the problem is...
Oh my god.
But the problem is, because she
It's
only ever
harder to
gets
break
me...
expensive headphones,
Yeah.
goddammit.
Because she only ever gets me very cheap headphones, I end up breaking them more often. Because they just kind of fall apart. Like, these ones... The actual audio quality is fine, but... the plastic headband, it's like one of those ones where they, like, fold up. And the hinges came off, like, a week after I bought them. First on the one side last week while I was streaming, and now on the other side. So,
Win says not to fight a land war in Asia.
I will
But
keep that in mind the next time I
honestly,
fight
let's-
a war. When.
Let's maybe not do land wars in general.
But yeah, I mean...
Or air wars, or sea wars. Certainly not space wars. That's how you get Warhammer 40k.
Grimdark!
Win actually bought me Dawn of War the other day. Well, actually, I guess they were like in a bundle. It was like Dawn of War and Dawn of War 2, which are like the real-time strategy games that take place in the Warhammer universe, and they're good games, and also all of the units are ridiculously silly.
I was watching a YouTube review actually of one of the older 40k games that came out for the PS2. It was like an FPS, and I was just thinking how I figured it would actually be pretty cool to try to do that again. The game was shitty, but like the idea of being in that universe and doing stuff like
They're
from
actually-
a first-person perspective does seem pretty cool.
I think that somewhat
Yes,
recently...
Fire Warrior was the one when that was it.
That's the one where you like
I-
play as an Eldar or something, right? Like one of the space
I
elf
just-
people.
Incidentally, I was just remembering all the conversations that Odradek and Millie have had at different points about how there's a lot of potential in the Warhammer 40k universe, but that, like, a lot of the time they just go with, like, they lean into the dumbest parts of it.
Tau, not Eldar. My mistake.
Yeah, it was a Tau.
But like, yeah, I don't know. Like, I know we've had the conversation before, like, what franchise has the deepest lore, and after having spent a couple days, like, semi-immersed in Warhammer stuff, it's definitely Warhammer. Like, it's not even a question. The wiki for that series is just, like, every page is, like, a miniature advanced history paper about in-universe events.
I mean, yeah.
And it's like, it's the same thing with reading actual history papers, where it just assumes you have a background in everything else.
Oh, dude.
So it's like, you'll just be reading the introduction to, like, a page on, like, a Space Marine chapter or whatever. It'll be like, in the year 4157, this codex compliant chapter, the Space Wolves, and also during the War of the Third Executor on Celsius 97, and it it's just that endlessly.
Yeah.
Just and there's so much, and they're all really long.
I mean, naturally, if you try to build a universe and with multiple histories within it of different groups of people, then you're inevitably going to wind up with some complicated stuff if
Yeah.
you really go in on it. Like, especially if you're working in, like, creating a video game world, because of the simple fact that, well, I mean, if you're, like, creating a video game world where the lore elements are important to how you engage with the game, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, whereas it can be easy with some kinds of games to kind of, like, gloss over that sort of stuff, but with the Warhammer stuff, it feels like, to some degree, the lore is heavily tied to how you interact with the game. Or games, rather.
Yeah.
I mean.
Actually, Win is right. The BattleTech universe is like that as well. The Mech
yeah,
Assault,
it'll be like-
Mech Commander stuff.
Yeah.
So as far as games set in the Warhammer like multiverse go, I mentioned my idea. I think that I came up with it partially from watching Fire Warrior, and partially because I actually think that I'd probably enjoy Vermintide if I ever got the chance to try it.
What is Vermintide?
It's basically like a four-person co-op, like first-person game set in
Wow.
in the Warhammer verse. Oh gosh,
I
rest in
got
peace.
demolished by the buff bird. Okay, quick restart.
But yeah, that one's set in the original Warhammer universe, though. It's not
The fantasy one,
it's-
yeah.
yeah, it's not 40K. But basically, it's like you and your friends as like hunters facing off against the rat people.
Melee Left 4 Dead in Warhammer End Times.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. And you know,
Sounds like good fun to me.
I'm like weirded out because like it doesn't seem like the type of game that I would enjoy from like just the sheer look of it. But I think that I like looking at the trailers. I was like, this seems cool. I'd like to try it out.
This isn't particularly apropos of anything, but I just realized that I am the human normie filter on this stream.
How so?
Because I'm constantly, like, doing weird stuff like eating things. I
Eating pierogies.
I tend not to... I don't talk about, like, video games. I am always the one who brings up the heaviest or weirdest subjects. And,
So please,
like,
Fredney, tell us your thoughts on agrarian communalism in 14th century Moldova.
I'm not familiar with Moldavian history. I'm sorry.
I like that was the issue you took with what I just said.
Yeah.
Moldavian history.
But like the most immediately accessible interest that I have that is like, you know, enough for me to like really talk about it is probably anime. And like anime is anime.
Weird in of itself in many ways. Also, I like that Go-Go.
Go and Animus.
I like that Go-Go called you the Great Equalizer.
How so?
The Great Equalizer, Shredney. Why are there cop cars on my street again? Who got busted for selling meth this time? Seriously,
Like
just
a cop
like
car.
3 of them just went past and they had their lights on but not their sirens. What the hell is that?
They're
Probably
undercover.
meth bust, honestly. One of my neighbors in like a super ritzy neighborhood. No, the neighbors of one of my friends who lived in a super ritzy neighborhood, who would constantly call the cops on them. It turns out they were like, making meth.
Yeah, like I live in a trailer park, and like nothing that, for the vast majority of the time, nothing that happens here that actually requires that kind of response. It's just like they kind of do it because they don't have anything better to do, I guess. Like,
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
police department up here is pretty much all speeding tickets and occasional like domestic disputes and that kind of thing.
Yeah. Small town stuff, basically.
Yeah, I remember the one time there was this big scuffle near the farm up the road because somebody stole somebody else's riding tractor and was riding it up and down the highway.
God.
Oh my! That is the most out in the sticks crime.
Yeah, like
I can think of.
it doesn't get
Can
much
we
more.
say Pennsyltucky?
Yeah,
We may
Yeah.
say Pennsyltucky.
pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeehaw.
Trey, the fact that you go to school in Lexington actually means that you're allowed to say that.
Yeah, you live in actual Kentucky. You're the only person that's allowed to say Pennsyltucky.
Other than people who actually live in Pennsylvania in those areas.
Yeah.
Or, like, me being a huge fucking snob, but I live, like, on the border of that. Like, Norristown is a weird area.
You live near Philly.
It's within driving distance of the sticks, and it's within driving distance of
Tread me,
Philadelphia. It's-
there is a man who lives about 20 minutes up the road who makes sculptures out of, like, discarded metal. His name is Brian, and he scares me.
Those exist, not that. Those sort of things do exist not that far from here. It's just a matter of, like... Okay, so, like... I'm about I'm outside of Norristown by about a third of the way to Pottstown. Pottstown, like...
Not to
has
be
gotten
confused with Pottsville, which is a different place.
No, but Pottstown has gotten nicer and things. But, like, you go out in that direction to, like, Perkiomenville and stuff. I mean, there are nice things out there. There was the Perkiomenville sock lady.
The
who sold socks.
Perkiomenville sock lady.
Yes, she sold socks at markets. And I think she had a sock store.
That's pretty
But
good.
there was also at Zern's Market, there were the people among the Pennsylvania Deutsch who identified very much with Germany during World War II, who sold memorabilia.
Oh,
no.
the fucking American
Oh.
Deutsche,
70s.
American Deutsche, fucking something or rather. I forget the full name of the place.
Yeah.
My grandfather used to pick fights with those people.
Oh, good for him.
Because that's what you did for fun back then, I guess.
I guess
Legendary.
Nazi punching was the official sport of the Almond family.
Well, no, that's my grandfather on... Sorry, not my grandfather, my great-grandfather on my mom's side. So that would have been the Fogel/Von Knights part of the family, I think.
Huh, okay.
Who were also Deutsch, just to be clear.
Yeah. But still, yeah, I mean, of course. So, my mom's family were, all, they were, if I'm not mistaken, they were,
Also, sorry to interrupt you for a quick second. And Win, I totally understand, wanting to talk about lore stuff, but not being able to. I was actually going to suggest
Oh.
after the stream we might just do like a voice call and hang out kind of thing on the server. So
That sounds cool.
if you want to talk about it then, we will have plenty of time to do so.
But yeah,
Anyway,
it's
go
less
on.
like. But yeah, so like my mom's family are mostly German
Mm-hmm.
in descent, and like, but they've been here a really long time.
Yeah.
Different, I think, technically a different part of Germany than the Pennsylvania Dutch.
Yeah, the Pennsylvania
Like, they're-
Dutch are mostly Bavarians.
Well, oh yeah, they were. Well, actually, they were Bavarian, like a large percentage. So some of them were, but it was kind of like a mix of a couple of different places.
Uh-huh.
But they were really like, I mean, but they had names like Alker and Mangel. Yes. My great grandmother was named Marie Mangel.
Marie
And also
Mangel.
but yeah, on both sides.
Every time I come in this damn channel, it's Bavarians. We can't all have ancestors from the great deep like you, Haru Specs.
But yeah, like, so they, yeah, but they, yeah, they were very, they considered themselves they were proud of their heritage, but very much considered themselves Americans.
Yeah.
And, and my great-grandfather fought in the First World War, and he was an ambulance driver.
Huh.
And he almost never talked about it, except that he once mentioned them, like he mentioned once to my grandmother, his daughter-in-law, about how he sort of wondered about why they would knock out the windows on the ambulance. Like, and it was because he realized that if a bomb went off, that it would send fragments in, so they just took out all the windows with like billy clubs and things.
Ambulance driver in World War I puts you in the same category as E.E. Cummings. Good company. Huh.
Yeah. Yeah, my great-grandfather, Ralph, who...
Ralph.
When he wasn't at war, was known...
Wasn't that Hemingway, though?
Oh,
or were they both?
I don't know.
I know that Hemingway... Yeah, I mean, I can't remember exactly what Hemingway's deal was. But yeah, like, he was also...
So, as far as A Farewell to Arms went, it was, like, based on his experiences as a ambulance driver in World War I, as far as, like, I remember. Also, fuck that book.
I thought Hemingway was an actual combatant. Honestly, I don't know a single thing about various authors, so... That's out of my dominion.
But, what I was going to say
was... A lot
of
authors fought in World War I.
My great-grandfather was the protege of my great-great-uncle, whose name was Harry, who was a very, very tall man, and also he was a lawyer. He hated being a lawyer. He told my, my great-grandfather, don't become a lawyer. Whatever you do. And he was also very well known for climbing out of the windows of his clients' wives. Yeah, he genuinely liked women, but he also liked women.
Fascinating.
Both
my great-grandfather, for the entirety of the time that I knew him, was a guy who made primarily like little wooden toys and stuff. He was a carpenter in general, but he had retired by the time I was old enough to know him. He would make like little wooden toys for kids and stuff. He actually made me a Rubik's Cube, like with different patterns on the sides because it wouldn't paint, I guess.
Cool.
Yeah. And his name was Sheldon. Which I think most people nowadays associate with the Big Bang Theory guy.
Nah, it makes me think of SpongeBob first, actually, because SpongeBob is actually good.
There are actually a lot of Sheldons.
Is there
There are a lot of Sheldons.
is there a Sheldon in SpongeBob?
Sheldon J. Plankton.
I actually didn't know that.
Yeah. There was like an entire episode that had like that made a gag out of it, where his computer wife kept making fun of him for it.
What's with people having living great grandparents? I don't know. I think that might be just like a thing out here. You tend to get married pretty young.
Well, it's also like that. Well, okay. In the case of two of my great grandparents, they had kids at like 18. So I knew both of them loosely. My great grandfather was on my dad's side was an asshole. Honestly, his wife was nice, and that was my great grandmother. And she lived to be like 90 something.
My grandfather on my dad's side owns a sword cane and a parrot named Hemley. And that is most of what I know about him.
Wow.
Well, actually, I don't know if I have any left. Yeah, I don't.
On my mom's side, my great-grandparents, one was alive, until several years after I was born. I don't remember meeting her, but I did meet her, actually. I was old enough to talk at the time, apparently. That was Marie.
I just realized that we're, 100% living out the Pennsylvania Dykes stereotype of people who never shut up about their families.
Oh, dear Lord. I mean, the other side of my dad's side of the family are, Austrian Jewish, and Polish and Dutch Jewish.
Interesting.
So we never shut up about our families for sure. Pennsylvania Dutch, it does not shut up about family because, my grandfather, etc., etc. Whereas, the other side is, so my grandfather,
Yeah.
It's a slightly different tone of voice. But it's yeah, I got it from both sides. Also managing to get, a good mixture of, Jewish guilt and white Protestant guilt. In one place.
I died. Hello, Cherry.
I am Wakanda, don't.
The past.
Hi, CC.
My coolest ancestor is the one who drank me under the table while talking about 1950s programming. Go on, Craig.
I'm kind of in the same boat as Win, where I'm not super duper familiar with my family history beyond maybe my my great grandparents. Mostly because I didn't have a ton of exposure to my folks that lived in Jamaica and Barbados and internationally and everything. So, it's kind of a thing where I know what's up with my grandparents and where they came from and everything, but beyond that, it's just
I think that's actually the norm, and to be honest with you, maybe is better, because the only reason I know so much about my family history is because, nobody ever shuts up about drama in my family. There's legit, my grandma will sometimes bring stuff up, oh, back in the 50s, my aunt stole a painting from, my other aunt, and we've been trying to get it back, but those fuckers won't give it back. And it's just Grandma, nobody cares anymore.
It's been 60 years.
It has been 60 years. Nobody cares.
You're good.
You were like 12 when that happened.
You'll survive.
Like, you know. And
Yeah.
there's like, yeah.
Let's see. I've thought about what it would be like if our family actually bothered to do any of those like DNA ancestry like tracing things, but
I got Discord died on me again.
Oh no.
For a little bit.
Yikes.
Just like in the middle, you were saying back in the 50s.
Oh, I was just saying how my grandmother never shuts up about family drama.
Always holding grudges.
It's been 1 week.
1 week since you stole my painting.
Oh dear.
Now, hard respects, those lyrics are from 1 week, not All Star. Very different meme songs.
For the record, my grandfather, my dad.
I think the joke is that
my mom's father. There are some wild stories that she got from him from when he was in the Mediterranean during World War II. Like, he was in, I think, Istanbul at one point, and he heard a whack sound.
Can I interrupt you for a second?
Yeah.
Istanbul, not in the Mediterranean. Wait, yes it is.
Well,
Never
it's
mind.
It's the Bosphorus Strait,
Never mind.
which leads into the Mediterranean.
I'm actually dumb, and for some reason I, for like 5 seconds, confused the Mediterranean and the Caribbean.
What? Oh dear.
You know. They
But,
both end
yeah,
in Ian.
So he
Failed the
he
knowledge check.
He was doing inventory and he heard a weird noise. And he goes down a hallway and he opens up this office that has its door hanging open. And there's a guy with a scimitar stuck in his head, stone cold dead.
Huh.
And so he later found out that it was apparently the guy had a hash deal going down that went really bad.
I mean, being killed via scimitar through your fucking skull is really, really quite bad.
yeah, it's not the ideal way to go.
We've all been
Yeah.
there.
I mean, he apparently died very quickly. I mean, that's good at least.
Oh yeah,
But
you know.
he had like a scimitar lodged in his head. Yeah, they never found the guy who did it, but they did figure out what happened. But
Just
yeah,
as a reminder, everybody, it's Istanbul, not Constantinople. It was Constantinople, now it's Istanbul.
That ain't no one's business but the Turks.
If I had to die a violent death, I would want to die because of a blood feud. Babe.
You have disrespected my clan for the last time.
Oh man.
There can only be one. There can only be one, y'all.
Blood feuds are overrated. Damn, all these kids always talking about how they want to get into blood feuds and be killed for the honor of their families.
But yeah, but yeah, this was the same grandfather that was undoubtedly involved in actual spy shit.
Oh, I fell in the
So-
lake.
Don't fall in the lake, Jane.
To do that.
He also had, speaking of scimitars, he also had a massive scar on his bottom from being whacked with a scimitar while running away from the Turkish police while carousing in Istanbul, running back to the ship.
I would watch a TV miniseries about this fellow.
Yeah, unfortunately I never got to meet him. He died a few years before I was born.
Yo, now there's like a parade of cars slowly creeping up the street. What the fuck is happening in my trailer park?
Oh, you know, it's business as usual. It's
So
just
that
Friday.
so no,
You
what happened
already
was
know what the fuck is going
the
on.
police.
You,
The police.
you already know what the fuck
No,
going
the police-
on.
What happened was the police raided the meth lab, and now they're selling the meth at half price.
Probably
It's a fire sale.
funeral
It's a fire
procession
sale.
for the-
You gotta buy it before they fucking burn it.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think that it's a funeral procession because
A fire sale on meth.
no, CC was saying I was asking about the cars, and CC was saying that it might be a funeral procession, but for one thing, it was like a bunch of like Honda Civics and stuff. For another thing,
Were they black though? It could be a funeral
I
procession.
can't tell. It's the middle of the night.
Well, that's fair. I mean, it might be people coming back from like a funeral or a wake or something.
I guess.
Because actually, if there were police cars and they weren't on their sirens, then that often does come with heading off a funeral procession.
Maybe. That reminds me that yesterday my mom and her one friend went church hopping, which is a thing that people actually do. And
What shopping?
church hopping.
Church hopping.
Yes, she went to consecutive masses at like 9 different churches yesterday. She was
Oh my
out
God,
all day.
It's like literally being like that's like being like a massaholic.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
It sounds
Interesting.
dangerous.
I've heard
Dangerous
of
to
like
your liver.
people. I've heard of people like looking around like at different churches each week before they decide which one is right for them, but never
no,
that
it's like
quickly in such succession. That's
it's
wild.
like a thing that really religious people do for fun.
That's really weird.
It's really weird, yeah. Like, not trying to shame anybody and whatever, gives them spiritual fulfillment, but like, one of the churches she went to was a Vietnamese Protestant church. They don't have masses in English. I don't know how she knew what was going on.
I mean,
Did
you
Shredder
could
die again?
you could always use the context clues. That very well might have happened.
No, he
But yeah,
seems like he's still here. Shredney,
It's just yeah.
hi.
What? I mean, I was just listening to what you were saying.
Oh, okay. I don't know. For some reason, I thought you dropped out again, but you're still here.
Nah.
yeah, I guess you could maybe figure out what times to stand up and to sit down depending on what everybody else was doing.
It's still. I mean,
It
I
is
would
still
probably
very weird, but I mean,
I
go on.
I used to live within walking distance of a Gungeon church, actually, and I would have been curious about what their, masses were like. But at the same time, going to multiple masses in a row at churches of different denominations sounds a little
right?
weird.
Yeah. And I guess, Good Friday and Easter Sunday are really the only days you can do that because it's the only time when most denominations are having masses, throughout the day. So you can just be hell yeah, let's go to 8 masses in a row. I don't get it. Going to church for that Mass Effect.
Go said, a masochistic. This is the content that I'm here for.
Masochism. Oh,
Masochistic. God.
Oh, dear.
No, that's when you use
Oh, yeah.
when you put the silice on too tight.
Haru
Oh,
was
no.
talking yesterday about how the one church that he lives near, exploded yesterday.
Whose church?
The one that Haru lives near.
What?
It's what the hell is this thing?
There was a church explosion?
Uh,
That's a man's.
I believe so.
That's a man's.
Or a fire or something like that.
Oh dear. It's a Pentecostal church, he said.
Just Google Philadelphia fire. But Haru, I'm playing Enter the Gungeon.
I mean, I can do it for you.
Oh, that's true, you can. But on the other hand, I'm now just realizing that learning about a church fire via a video game stream is kind of odd. Maybe
Yeah, that's
we
a
should
little
not.
alarming.
Maybe we should not.
Yeah.
Also, hey, what was that thing that I just fought? I've never seen that before, I don't think.
It's a cultist.
It's like a mini-boss.
Well, actually, no, because the cultist is the player 2 dude. So I don't know. Damn. A warlock, a fucking wizard.
It's a fucking wizard.
Warlocked and loaded, I like it. Warlocked and loaded. Go to
I'm
church
just
and
thinking,
get your
this
AR-15 blessed.
Oh no!
What?
No!
Far Cry 5! God.
But, like, no, that's just reminding me of, like, those photos I saw of some, like, Moonies.
I think that
their
might have been...
crowns.
Yeah, of bullets. Yeah, that stuff's weird.
Yeah, the crown. Yeah, the
Don't do that.
Unification Church is kind of scary.
Warglock. A Warglock.
Oh no.
No, Warglock can be the name of the boss, and then Warlocked and Loaded is like his subtitle.
Incredible.
I died again.
Do you know what a warlock is, literally?
Yeah,
Like,
so a Warlock is when in World of Warcraft, it's one of the backgrounds, and you have to go on a quest to get your permanent demon companion at level 30.
That's not what I meant.
Well, in Destiny, the warlocks are the ones that are most in touch with their magical powers and have like
Yeah.
really fast,
Warlock
like, healing and
Warlock
shit.
literally means it comes from the same words as war and lock, but it means somebody who is an oath breaker. Somebody who is at war with their bond. Someone who is a traitor. A scoundrel, originally. And then, it sort of had a transferrative
I
property.
really like the way you said scoundrel.
I mean, that's like the
scoundrel.
word that's used in the dictionary to describe it in early uses. Scoundrel.
Hello, Yaren.
one
Actually, we
who
got like a
makes
bunch of people
war
here
on
tonight.
their
Hello,
earth.
everybody.
It's interesting that it's a bond that's. It's interesting that it's a bond that's broken because like I brought up Destiny as a joke, but like one of the things that actually is present within it. Each class in the game has like a certain object that's considered like their calling card. Like Titans have their butt towels, which are called marks, and then hunters have their cloaks. But for the warlocks, it's a armband that's called a bond that's worn like on the right shoulder.
Huh.
Which, is interesting.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
Maybe that's where the name came
basically,
from.
it is someone. It originally referred to basically just someone who has violated a sacred oath. Somebody who cannot be trusted.
Do you ever think that maybe the English language was a mistake?
We should
The
all
English
just be
language
speaking.
is a good mistake.
We should just
We
go
should all
back
be
to
speaking
expressive
Cumbrian.
grunts.
Oh dear.
Ugga
Proto-Indo-European.
ugga.
There's actually a lot of debate with Proto-Indo-European as to what some of the sounds in it actually were pronounced like.
Yeah.
Like, there are all the ones that are, like, usually represented as schwas with little numbers in the corner.
Oh, shoot.
The laryngeals.
I have an M16. Just like an actual M16. In this video game.
Goddamn grenade launcher!
Guns, 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 guns.
Was that George of the Jungle, but made to be about guns? George
No,
of the Gungle.
Guns, Nobi. guns, 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 guns. Or Jane of the Gungeon.
That's me. I'm Jane of the Gungeon. You know, I've actually beaten this game twice. You would not know that by watching my performance in the past 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Video games are weak.
I love this game, I just wish it wasn't so punishing to play. Yeah, I feel that. It's a good game to stream, though, because I can just, like, not really pay much attention to it. Beyond a sort of a instinctual, you know, try not to get hit level. Isaac is also good for that, but Isaac doesn't run very well on this computer.
Conundrums of system limitations.
Yeah, and if I stream up...
He went down like a domino.
I'm way too conservative with my ammo and can use better guns for starting rooms. The advice I always hear is that you should really not be using anything but your base pistol for anything until you get to the 3rd floor. Other than bosses. But, I don't know, maybe you're right. It doesn't really matter too much if I never get that far in the first place. I'm gonna pause for a second and get myself some more soda.
I need to quickly use the bathroom, actually.
This will, like, literally take a second, so...
Okay. But, yeah.
Actually, I should retape these headphones, too. Hold on. Guns, guns, guns in the jungle.
I got pillows from Amazon Prime today. They are soft. Or at least one of them is. One of them is kind of really, like, still, I think, getting its shape back, because they were vacuum sealed. But the Proto-Indo-European IMO inferior to Proto-Dravidian, says Altruism. Classic. But yes, my pillows are... One of them is really soft and nice, and I like it, but the other is still a bit firm. We gotta see if it puffs up by the time the night's over, because like the box said that you gotta basically give it 12 to 24 hours to, you know, sort of get its shape back after being vacuum sealed, just so that they can send it in a reasonably sized box. Yeah.
Oh no.
Sail away, sail away, sail away. Sail away, sail away, sail away.
Oh no.
Insert comment about violating the nap here. I'm concerned about Jane, y'all. Fuck your nap. I'm gonna take a fucking nap. Do not violate the nap. Dog is sleeping. Did you guys know that Tobey Maguire is in the cast of The Boss Baby? Which also stars Jimmy Kimmel, apparently, and Steve Buscemi. I know this because I'm currently looking at the Xbox store page. It's on sale for 50% off. It's usually $20, but you can get it for $10 because of the spring sale that they're running that doesn't have Gungeon for sale, even though I would like to get it at a price that is not full because I already paid for it elsewhere. I did get BioShock the collection in the mail today too, though. It came with my pillows. Although I ordered it separately, but it was the 3 games on the Xbox and then a Big Daddy vinyl figure. He's a good boy. I like him. He's over on my windowsill along with my Pickle and Peanut and Mike Wazowski. Okay, so Go-Go, in response, you haven't seen Monsters, Inc. yet. I will not stone you, but I will say that you are missing out on the gloriousness of my son, who is also me, Mike Wazowski. He's wonderful. Steve Buscemi is also in it as Randall. He's pretty good. It's one of my favorite Pixar movies.
Now aspartame free. It's okay, guys. The Diet Pepsi is now aspartame free.
But does it have the throwback logo on it?
Yes.
Incredible. Aspartame tastes weird. Like, honestly, of the artificial sweeteners, I tend to usually gravitate most toward stevia, actually, because it also tastes weird, but I like its weird taste. Oh my god, Cece, it causes cancer. Or at least it's been suspected to do so. That was a weird noise.
That was me picking up the microphone.
From the
On
depths,
the end of my...
I return.
That'll do it.
Hello, I heard talk about Pixar and, like, also a vacuum-sealed pillow.
Yeah, I was filling the space with pillow talk. Not that kind.
Pillow talk!
I hate that song, shut up.
Yeah!
So close.
That's
So,
not... I mean, it's a
So
worse
basically-
song while still being less creepy than, what is it? You know, space is just a word for someone who's afraid to get close. Oh. That one. That song.
I don't think I know that one.
The one
That
with
one's by Nick
Jonas and
Jonas.
Tovlo.
Oh. Nick
It's-
she's a
Jonas.
cool girl. She's a cool girl. I actually do like Tova.
I like some of her work, but she has also produced, usually in collaboration with other people, some astonishingly not good stuff.
CC, I also drink far too much diet soda.
Diet soda makes me sad.
Millie prefers diet soda to regular soda.
So do I. I actually can't really drink regular soda, but I tend to prefer diet soda anyway, so it works out.
Yeah, you have, like, blood sugar stuff.
I have a heart problem, yeah.
Oh.
Well,
If I-
like a latent heart problem that could become an issue if I don't keep my blood sugar in check.
If I
Is
had
how it
to,
was
I'd,
described to me by my doctor.
Yeah,
More or
if I
less.
had to, I'd probably gravitate more towards Coke Zero over Diet Coke, mostly because I don't like how Diet Coke tastes. But, I mean, I do. Coke Zero's like it does still have like a little bit of a weird feel to it, but it's generally always been like better at replicating the original taste. So,
What is everyone's, and the chat can feel free to chime in too here, what is everybody's favorite soft drink?
Probably if I'm gonna be real here, there are a couple of options. There's Mountain Dew Pitch Black,
Huh.
which is so much better than regular Mountain Dew. God.
most of the like variant flavors are.
Yeah.
Now, I do want to say that Altruazine, there are other soft drinks besides sodas. A soft drink is just anything you can get from like a soda tower. So, like, sodas mostly, but also, like, lemonade and brisk tea and that kind of thing.
Also,
I don't like brisk either.
Yeah, me neither.
Okay, but yeah, that one and Nestea are just like nah.
Yeah, they're pretty nah.
I actually, like, enjoy powdered iced tea, but just not.
Yeah, same, honestly. It's just that brisk is not very good.
Yeah.
Dr. Pepper. I used to drink a shit ton of Dr. Pepper before my doctor, ironically enough, was like, you need to stop that.
No. It's sort of like,
yeah.
You doctor.
He returns. I think it might be cursed.
Okay,
Maybe
so
that might come from like having a high curse score, but I don't know what would give me that.
Well,
I was just kidding about that, but I mean,
looking at certain.
Oh no, there's actually like a stat in the game called curse.
I know, that's what I'm saying, is that it's actually raising your curse stat. The computer knows what you look at, Jane.
It's on to me. Oh, I accidentally
Yeah.
used my ammo thing. That's okay.
But, I was gonna say, I also really like, Harito's Cola.
Okay.
Which is
Haru
nice
just said
and
that he mostly
spicy.
drinks water, which is actually maybe the first thing he's ever said where I almost, like, don't believe him.
I can believe it.
Are there people
actually
that,
fair
like...
amount of water.
Like, I drink water, like, because if you don't drink plain water, that's, like, not good. Like, so I, like, anytime I have stuff, like, anything that's not water, I'm like, okay, I should have some water to sort of make sure I stay hydrated, but I didn't know that there were people who only drank plain water, or, like, mostly drank plain water.
well,
Probably reasonably healthy.
I tried San Pellegrino for the first time yesterday and today. It was the flavored drinks, not the original sparkling water.
Mm-hmm.
But I had the lemon mint one yesterday and the blood orange one today, and both of them were really good.
San Pellegrino's blood orange soda is real nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have no sense of taste. Okay, well, yeah, that'll do it, I guess, won't it?
And then, as far as my all-time favorite goes, you probably know it already.
Do I?
It's the one that I want to be. It could be more Tracethetic if it were green, but aside from that, it's pretty Tracethetic.
I feel bad that I'm not getting this.
Because
It's root beer.
Oh yeah. Oh fuck. How did yeah. I suck.
You're good.
I half remembered that, but it's
Wait,
like
what
at
was
the
it?
back
I'm
of my
sorry, I was reading Haru's comment and being engrossed.
It's root beer.
Oh, duh. Okay, yeah, sure. That actually makes...
Jane,
We've talked
what
about
is-
that
what is
before.
Har- read Haru's comment?
Yeah, he's talking about the one scene from Monogatari Season 2 where Hanakawa and Senjougahara are um,
Oh,
at
that
each other
scene! Oh
one
my
house,
god!
and
Oh god! Yeah. And you're
Hanakawa's like,
Senjougahara, and he's
he's
Hanakawa.
Hanakawa. She's just
Oh
like, yeah,
dear.
I eat salad plain with nothing on it. I'm the cat person with huge tits. Yes, that
Yes.
is a fair
I mean,
description of Hanakawa, I guess.
that's
If
semi-accurate.
overly blunt, maybe.
It's a very blunt way to put it. Yeah. Uh.
Is this level 2 or 3?
2.
It seems really big this time.
Hanakawa is a very interesting character.
She's me. She's actually definitely not, but like I like her a lot.
Yeah, she's a really
She's
really,
actually like almost my complete opposite now that I think about it. But you know,
That's how it goes.
have you considered inventing an elaborate biology for your sexual furry roleplay? Which I died because I was trying to read that while I did, so thank you for that, Haru. Yes, I'm blaming you that I died to the ammo snake again. Don't worry about it. I wrote up several pages of my biology as a sexy ant colony.
Hello,
Well-
yes, thank you for coming to my TED Talk today. I will analyze the possibility of becoming a sexy ant in the second stage of my life. I just say something stupid and your brain fucks up and dies. That seems backwards.
He's a psyker. That's how that
Somehow,
works, right?
Some way.
I keep coming up with funky ass shit each and every single day. That's a Snoop Dogg, friends. Hey, another one. What is this? Alpha Bullet. First. What does this do?
First!
Okay, what was I gonna...
Increases damage dealt by a first bullet in a clip. Interesting.
I'm just remembering saying, Millie saying, I am literally Nanachi from A Made in Abyss.
You are a ferret.
No, I'm saying, Millie said that.
I know, but I'm saying you are a ferret.
What
Not
is a
a cat
character who I have vibed uncomfortably hard with? Oh, wow. It's hard. I related more to Shinji than some people, but not that
Shinji
strongly.
is a sad panda.
What?
Shinji is a sad panda.
Yes, and that, and various other things. But,
Shinji Ikari from Neon Genesis
yes,
Evangelion.
yes.
Neon
Son
Genesis Evangelion.
Goku.
No, please keep Homestuck out of my chat. I don't want that evil here.
I mean,
I do still like John a lot from Ham Steak.
The real reason I don't want it in my chat is because I don't actually know anything about it. So I can't contribute to any conversation. Like, I know there's John and there's the spider lady that Osborne really likes.
yeah, that's
it.
Friska.
That's it. That's all I know.
Or alternately, there's also Aranea, who, is something. Aranea is definitely something.
This stream was created to kill Son Goku. What?
Piece of work.
Yeah, she's really a piece of work. Friska is also really a piece of work. but in a different way.
Okay, there's Windy Boy.
Yeah.
All the Homestuck characters: John, Vriska, Shinji, this bitch, and Son Goku.
I read it.
My favorite
that's the
Homestuck
reboot.
character is Goku.
It's the reboot.
Dirk, of course, is that bitch.
I love Goku.
I mean, and Son Goku is. Oh God.
Is that
Jake
Dave?
probably. Jake probably.
Yeah.
Jake is kind of Goku.
Let's talk about
Jake
something
really wishes
uncontroversial like Undertale. Oh, where's
He were
Mala?
He really wishes he were Lara Croft.
Yeah, he does.
I'm sorry.
But he looks good in
I'm out of
really
gin.
short shorts, so you know.
What? There's the 4, the other 4, the 12, the other 12 that don't matter. Marvel's Mysterio and his friend the Hulk, as well as Angry Man.
I like Problems too,
Actually,
because
I know what you're referencing. Oh my,
I would fuck Muffet. Thank you, good night. That was in all caps and comes courtesy of Wiki.
I totally agree, Win. That is a good sentiment. Muffet is really hot.
I like Problem Sleuth because you got the regular one that's kind of
How
weird.
do I ban people
the tall
who
one,
are in the call?
That's really weird. And then the short one that's nice and angry.
Oh, so like they have such great names. Like there's Problem Sleuth.
Stop
Basic
talking about how you want to fornicate with the spider.
But Muffet is hot.
Stop! I don't want to get my
It's
channel
true.
reported.
This kills the Jane.
Somebody's just gonna come in here looking for a nice Gungeon stream, and they're gonna be like, hey, these fucking weirdos are talking about wanting to boink Undertale characters. Please remove them from Twitch.
I mean, I just
Gatling Gull doesn't look like a gull. Yeah, he's more of like a pigeon. He should be called like the Packin' Pigeon. Never mind.
oh no.
Never mind.
Kinky.
No.
Oh no.
No. I've contributed to the problem.
But I mean, the kink is kind of built in with Muffet.
No, stop! Seriously!
It just won't stay dead.
It just won't stay dead.
Go back to talking about World War II like a normal Twitch stream.
Oh god. Oh dear.
Reminded of that one Twitter thread I see screen capped sometime. It's like not talking about fonts or something, and then it's view 2,572 replies, and then he's defending Nazi Germany in the most recent one.
What?
Yeah. Quite the ride implied there.
Yeah, what?
I wanna bonk Rosie the River. What is wrong with my audience?
I mean, honestly, you know...
Hello,
Rosie the
Millie.
River is a
You've
good-
come in at an odd time.
Oh,
Hi,
hi.
Millie.
Hi, girlfriend.
I think this is the
Yes,
first time that my girlfriend and your girlfriend have both been present on one of our shows.
Yeah, that's something. But like,
Neat.
yeah,
Hi, Millie.
Jane was trying to stop us from talking about pointing on
From
Undertale
being horny
characters.
on main to an unbelievable level.
I mean, yeah. But like, since
Those-
when have I not been horny on main?
Y'all
Hello?
ever just shoot the fish in a barrel?
Yeah, no, I'm perpetually number one. I don't have a significant other. I'm just Trey.
Just Trey.
Trey is just Trey. Trey is the
Yeah.
monad.
The monad.
We are all extensions of Trey.
Everything
I
is
am
Trevor.
the one and only.
You guys ever seen that Everything is Pusha T copy pasta? It's pretty good.
What?
You
Well,
guys,
everything is Pusha T, but I have not seen the copy pasta though.
it's about like
But
an
that
airplane.
white frost is on that pound cake, so your Duncan Hines is irrelevant.
It's Trey's all the way down.
Oh.
Lambo, Mercy, Lago, Chigo, wherever I go, wherever we go, we do it pronto.
Awooga.
Auga.
You guys seen that meme where
Mercy.
like people
You're a chick.
replace the soundtracks of things with the soundtrack and sound effects from Ed, Edd and Eddy?
There was one of PUBG, I think it was.
Yeah.
It was either PUBG or Fortnite.
It's like
yeah.
just starting to catch on, and I hope it never goes away because I love it.
Oh no.
So, you know, those Ed boys came to the wrong neighborhood.
Oh, you died again.
Yeah, I did. You know how it is sometimes. For a second there, I thought that said killed by Tsitsi, and I was going to freak out.
That's what Photoshop's for.
Somebody make
Yes.
that, and I'll put it on my Twitter or something. I should really make
But
like
it's
a
also what
Twitter
friends
account
are
for the show
What
at
are
some point,
friends
shouldn't
for?
I?
For shooting you in Gungeon.
Is there actually friendly fire in the co-op or nah?
I have no idea. I've actually never played the co-op. I should. I have siblings and 2 controllers. It's not like I can't.
One day.
Yeah.
One
I,
day.
Anyway, why are we talking about
That's a
fucking...
Bjork song,
Why are we talking
by the
about...
way, which contains gamelan instruments.
You know what, I'm just gonna let you go because I would rather talk about Bjork than whatever's going on in the chat right now.
What's going on in the chat?
I don't know. I don't even like Bjork, but please go on.
You don't like Bjork?
I don't know much.
Really?
I don't know enough about her to like or dislike her. It's one of those things, you know.
Okay,
I
highly
don't know.
suggest... Yeah, hello? What?
I don't know a shit ton about Bjork either, but I do like her.
I highly recommend her first, like, 4 albums.
At some point, I'm probably gonna listen to Post on account of it having
Oh.
that song.
You know what? I actually just remembered I listened to like
Yeah.
most of Can's discography this week while playing Dungeon
Oh.
Crawl.
Oh, what'd you think?
It's really good music to play Dungeon Crawl to.
I mean, yeah, it's very groovy,
It's good, yeah.
very... Ba-da-da-da-da-dum, ba-da-dum.
Also, their one guy died last year, and I didn't know that.
Yeah, Holger Chukai.
Yeah, that guy.
And of course I mentioned this last week the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame completely ignored it.
Yeah,
because-
maybe that's why I ended up doing it. Maybe you, like, subliminally planted the idea in my head. Is Gungeon a pun on dungeon? Yes. It's a Gungeon... What the fuck is this?
Yes.
Drill 9,999 caps.
You buy it, and then it says all things are worthless.
But yeah, this game really
But could
likes its puns, yes, and Gungeon is a
But
pun on
could it be a drill?
dungeon. It's actually an elaborate
Hey,
reference to an Eastern
What's your
European.
spin?
Do you have a maraca? Tredney,
Yes.
do you have a maraca?
Not
I
on me.
I feel like I hear you shaking something.
Oh, it might just be this the cord of the the you know how the microphone is on the earphones and on one of the cords, and it might be tapping against my hair and
Maybe,
shirt.
maybe. That
I
reminds
have
me.
keys that jingle jangle.
So they do. They do jingle, and on top of that, they jangle as well. Only trust your fists. More advice from chat.
Look out for fists.
That's a good game. We should play that again on the show sometime.
Yes, yes, we should.
That game kind
A
of flew
deep
under the
cut.
radar. Like, it didn't get any coverage anywhere, except, like, from us, which is worth nothing. So,
Yeah,
I was a little upset about that.
Puzzling. It seems like a fun little game that people would enjoy.
I guess, like, the moment of the micro-platformer has kind of come and gone.
That being said, we have good taste in things.
We do. That's why we're still playing Gungeon 2 years after it came out.
Yeah, like
Looks, looks fondly regards tiny and big homemade poster above my head.
What game? Fists Elimination Tower, which is
I'm
a
actually
game.
excited.
it's very
because-
fisty.
Kinky. I'm actually excited because a Kickstarter game that I backed, like, I want to say 2 years ago, is actually coming out next week. It's called The Adventure Pals. It's like a remake of a Flash platformer that was on Armor Games, like, God knows how long ago, back in,
Oh,
like,
that's cool.
2011, 2010-ish. Yeah.
Well, you should let us know how it is when it comes out. And
Yeah, we
maybe
should
can
we should
it on
play
the show.
this Elimination Tower solely so I can once again say, whenever you lose, that you got fisted.
You did say that the couple times we played it on the show.
Yeah, what? Well, actually, only like once, maybe twice.
Fists Elimination Tower has a 100% on Steam. Yeah, but it only has like 20 reviews. Like, it's
Yeah, but the
people
fact
who have
that-
played it seem to like it. It's just like, I don't know. I just
Yeah.
want those guys to
Yeah,
be
that's
able to
the
make
thing.
more games. That's the main thing. You know?
Yeah, I've had a couple of games like that I really enjoyed but didn't get, like, very much traction. Like, Trash TV was one of them, and then most of the other stuff by Black Pants, and then Stick It to the Man was actually another one that came out before the developer Zoink actually, like, made it big with some of their other stuff, because they got picked up by EA for FIA. But beyond that, there hasn't been too much love for their stuff. Although now that they're coming to the Switch with their next one, it's a possibility. We'll see. I love indie games.
Indie games are good. I sometimes hear people, like, complain, and it's not... Jesus Christ, I'm doing terribly today. Hello again, babe. I sometimes, like, hear people complain, like, and say that, oh, the indie bubble is, like, a bad thing, and blah, blah, blah. And then I remember, like, how 10 years ago, if you wanted to play an indie game, you had to, like, go on to some fucking Flash site, probably laden with viruses, and just hope that there was something kind of good on there. And you got the occasional really good thing, like, obviously Yume Nikki is from that era, and, you know...
Yeah, although
like,
the whole
Cyclus...
Dogensoft. Yeah, although the whole Dogensoft thing kind of
It's its own
is
thing,
own
yeah.
environment, yeah. And the fact that it came over here is kind of, well, maybe not completely miraculous, but it is interesting. That's also where, you know, obviously Toho came out.
Remember how Braid is about nuclear weapons or something? What the fuck is going on there? Yeah, I don't like Jonathan Blow or his games very much. But I'll save everybody that rant.
I know that The Witness is going to be one of the free games on Xbox Live next month, but I don't know. It doesn't strike me as like something that I get a lot out
It
of.
is apparently
It's
like amazing if you really love like difficult puzzle games that you really gotta
like
dig,
it seems well made and
Yeah.
pretty and everything, but
like
I
dig
don't
your
know
heels
like
into.
I
how
probably
how
enjoy
much.
it.
It
Yeah.
does kind of strike me as sort of a Shredney-ish game.
Yeah, like I have a very particular set of games which are very my thing. I will
Yarn
admit.
Yarn brought Phil Fish up, and he's another one that like I very very consciously choose to ignore the developer behind the product and focus
Well,
more on the product.
Phil Fish didn't like actually do anything bad though, right? He's just like kind of a jerk. That's the consensus.
Basically it.
Yeah. He also
Yeah.
doesn't make
Like,
games anymore,
as far as I'm
which is
concerned.
unfortunate.
Actually, if you look in the credits to Super Hypercube, which came out on the PlayStation VR, and then I think it was on either Oculus or Vive, one of the two. If you look in the credits for it, his name shows up because he's part of the indie collective that put it together. It's called Kokoromi, and they published it through Polytron, which was his company and everything. So, you know, technically, I don't know if it's like necessarily even really accurate to say that he left games entirely, but he's just like not at the forefront anymore the way that he was.
Right.
I
mean, like
to be in the spotlight because it kind of sucks to be in the spotlight sometimes.
people
and
that
a lot
was
of people
kind
off.
of like before the whole backlash against like super toxic behavior in gaming circles had set in, and I think if I remember right, what happened was like some like gaming YouTuber basically was trying to get at him on Twitter,
Yeah,
and basically just to make him
it was a
mad.
journalist guy. I
Yeah,
think.
like basically just to make him mad, and he was
Marcus Muir, I think the name was.
if I remember right, his YouTube name is The Annoyed Gamer, which says a lot in of itself.
Well,
But
yeah,
but like he was just kind of like, fuck this, I'm done.
it's a
and-
hell of a claim to fame. Hell of a claim
Yeah.
to fame there. Oh, hi, hey, I'm the dude that made it so that Fez 2 is never gonna be a thing.
Yeah, I actually really like Fez. It's a good game.
Fez is a brilliant game with an excellent soundtrack.
It does have a good
It's-
soundtrack.
It's among like one of my favorite pieces of video game music that has like ever been made.
Hmm.
Game itself is also really good.
You know what game? I wish the people behind it would make another thing. Is Antichamber. If anybody remembers one.
I was just thinking about it because my friends at work who are also my coworkers, they were watching this Polygon video about the game that was focused on like perspective shifting and like making it so that like you would pick up objects and then like the closer or further away it was from you, the larger or smaller the object became once you picked it up. Like and the gameplay itself as a result of that like mechanic made it feel very similar to Antichamber, where there was like a essential mind fuck going on. Really interesting stuff, and I do agree with you. I'd like to see them revisit the idea of doing another one.
Yeah. I don't know. I just really like that game.
I started playing Dayblob 2 on my Xbox this week. It's like an old platformer that THQ
Yeah,
made
that was
in
like
the like 2000s. Yeah,
that was like a
2010, I
Wii
think,
game or
early.
something, right?
yeah. The first one was a Wii exclusive, and then the second one went cross-platform.
Okay.
they were both about like painting stuff around you and bringing color back to a black and white world, which is like it's fun. The I went through, I want to say, the first two like two big level things that they've got, and
wow, we
it's
have
like
14 people here. Hello, everybody.
Howdy.
it's
15 now.
yeah, it's kind of like a simple sort of thing. Like obviously, it's made with the idea of being accessible to kids in mind and everything. But I appreciated how chill it was. It was a nice refresh after spending God knows how long with Destiny and being like annoyed at the PvP in it because God, they recently did update it so that it's a bit more tolerable than it once was, but it's still just like
Magic lamp.
I love fighting the CPU in it, but other people is just where it goes south.
Yeah. Hello, Heinz. Hi.
Hi, Heinz.
Get it? Hi, because hi isn't as.
Heinz!
Anyway, yeah, I get you. I also got pretty bad burnout on Destiny 2 after a while. Even my oldest younger brother, which is who we bought the game for, and he he's at that period in life where he can afford to be very obsessive about things and it's not really an issue.
Yeah.
And he, like, after a couple weeks, he was like, I literally don't ever want to look at this game again. Like,
Ooh.
It's just, I don't know. Something about that game, like, I don't think it's a bad game. I think it's just, like, the extended end game really, really burns people out for some reason.
Yeah.
I feel like I have a basic like idea of why that's the case. There's not a lot to say of, and especially compared to the predecessor, there isn't a lot of depth to it. Like you find yourself
living in a shotgun
like
shack.
what? Yeah.
You find yourself behind the wheel of a large automobile with a beautiful house
and a beautiful wife.
And you may ask yourself,
how did I get here? Anyway, go on, Trey.
This is not my beautiful house. This is not my beautiful wife. Letting the days go by.
It's actually like kind of funny you bring the idea up because like once you have everything in the game and everything that you find yourself wanting to pursue, there's just like not a lot to it, and it relies a lot on having other people to play it still, which was more of a problem in the first game than it was in the second. But
when everyone you have ever loved is finally gone, when everything you have ever wanted is finally done with, and when all of your nightmares are for a time obscured as if it by a shining brainless beacon or an eclipse of the many terrible shapes of this world, when you are calm and joyful and entirely alone, then, in a great new darkness, you will finally execute your special plan.
You see, that's another music joke.
Okay. There's a fire truck.
Yeah. That is a deep cut.
But yeah, Trey,
well, maybe not so much in terms of potential current 93 deep cuts.
Watching the days go by. I like it. Also, Heinz, I'm sorry if I annoyed you with my terrible puns. I can't avoid them. They're part of who I am.
So essentially, where I'm at with Destiny is I'm still like willing to go back in like and they did add a couple of new things recently that I might like go into, but I'm gonna have to wait, I think, until the next update comes where it's like actual substantial new content in order for it to like feel good again.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's just it's a good game, but it doesn't have a lot to it. Like after you're done with the campaign and most of the end game stuff.
Yeah, which isn't even like that terrible of a thing. It's just that
Yeah,
for a
I've
game
certainly
like
gotten my
that,
money's worth out
yeah,
of it. It's just
it's just that
Oh,
for
no.
a game like that, people expect that
Hey.
you'll be able to. What, Treadney?
Oh, my thing went out for a
went out
second.
again.
Oh,
Well, it didn't go all the way out. It's just that like the screen froze and like your audio disappeared for like 5 seconds.
weird.
Right.
But yeah, the only problem is like with a game like that, I keep dying on the second floor. Is that people like expect to be able to play it for hundreds and hundreds of hours, and then feel disappointed if they can't. So I don't know. I have somebody pinged me on the
What?
server. What's
What?
up?
It just did the thing again. It did the thing again.
Yeah,
Ugh. Jane?
What?
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah,
Just making
sorry,
sure that
sorry.
everyone's-
We were just talking about Destiny, and then somebody pinged me on the server, and it was a picture of an octopus holding a bunch of guns.
Oh my.
He's here, and he's ready to fuck it up.
Oh no. I mean, it would be worse if it were a cuttlefish with a bunch of guns.
I love cuttlefish. They're cute.
Me too. But yeah, like, cuttlefish with guns could easily take over the human race.
Did you read that article a couple weeks ago about how there's, like, 2 large groups of octopi somewhere in the ocean that are, like, fighting each other for some reason? And they're not entirely
Why?
sure why?
I
is
did
that
not
a
know.
cuttlefish? He's got a gun!
Yeah.
And then the cuttlefish just starts fucking popping off.
Bloodborne Chalice Dungeons. What about them?
Okay, I'm gonna quickly restart Discord.
Okay.
Just to make sure that this is all in order.
Octo War. You may find yourself living in a shotgun shack in another part of the world. But, yeah, like, Destiny 2. It's a game.
It's a thing.
Grindy.
It makes me miss It makes me miss Borderlands.
Yeah, I've always had mixed opinions on that franchise. Hello, Fredney. We're talking about the Borderlands series.
Okay.
But,
It's wild. It's a loose cannon. It's a maverick.
it's something else. But, I don't know. I always, like, enjoyed playing them, but I always really, really hated the writing, which
That's fair.
seems to be what most people like about it, but I don't know.
I enjoy both. Like
Question.
I'm. Yeah.
Because, this is actually super not apropos at all, but it does involve writing. Has anybody been watching any anime lately? Because that's a subject I can talk about.
I'm sorry, Fredney.
Still
I
haven't
didn't mean
seen.
to say that in such a passive-aggressive way, but I just realized, oh my god, that was so passive-aggressive.
It's okay. These things happen.
Still haven't seen any more of Devilman Crybaby yet, but plan to.
I haven't really, because it's kind of like in between seasons right now. Darlifra's still
that makes
going
sense.
on. Further Than the Universe ended last week, and that show is actually, like, the best show that I've seen, like, in a very long time.
I've heard that from a lot of people, is that it is very, very good.
Talk
Like,
about Pop Team Epic. I haven't seen most of Pop Team Epic, and it doesn't really 100% seem like my bag either.
Marilyn Monroe.
I still need to see past, like, the first episode of Pop Team Epic, but I really liked the first episode, so I'll probably just keep trekking with it
Just keep
once
trying.
I get to it. Because it finished recently, if I'm not
Yeah, it
mistaken.
did. The finale was, I think, last week. But, Yeah, I ended up giving Further a 100% on Analyst.
Wow.
I really, really liked it.
Yeah, there aren't that many things that I'm like, you know, 5 stars would, recommend to basically
Yeah.
anybody.
I only have 4 series. I have like a couple movies, but I only have 4 series at 100% on Analyst. And I think they are Fooly Cooley, Serial Experiments Lane, Kaiba, and now Further Than the Universe.
Huh. Yeah, my sort of 10 out of 10 series are like... Oh, actually it's hard because there are honestly like a lot of series which I would consider like, are my personal favorites, but I would say are more like...
Heinz,
Like-
I don't think this stream is the target audience for Pretty Derby. I'm not sure if there is a target audience for Pretty Derby.
What is Pretty
I don't
Derby?
know, and I don't know if I want to
Okay,
know.
so Pretty Derby is a show based on a phone game, and it is about girls who are also horses, and they run in horse races.
Okay, so it's like that.
Yeah.
So it's like
Well-
a gender-swapped version of My Horse Prince.
Sure.
Well,
Which is a really strange, like, mobile game.
Horse idols. Yeah,
Uh,
I don't know. I don't plan to watch it, but I know a couple people that are actually like legit looking forward to it. So I don't know.
the local stakes open next week, I think. So, you know.
Oh, that's right. You live like in Kentucky.
Yeah? That's the thing.
Huh. So that's
He
probably
Keeneland, which is where the thoroughbreds race, like here in Lexington,
Huh.
is like a thing that I apparently have to do while I'm here, but like have neither done nor have like a shit ton of interest in doing. But
I mean, it's horse racing. It's kind of like
It's
know.
horses. You're in Kentucky. You gotta be fucking into horses. Like they're the God-given. They're God's greatest gift to Earth. Horses
Also,
are fast.
yeah, like a very important distinction is that in Pretty Derby, the horse girls are like humans. Like they're
humans that become horses.
well, no, they're just like they're humans. I think they might have horse ears or something stupid like that. But
So they're kimono Mimi?
they're like
they're,
very low on the furry scale.
and they still are racing though like horses.
I don't know if they race on
Is
2
there
legs or
one
4,
who's
if
not
that's what
very
you're
good at
asking.
it, but she tries her best and is very
There
good?
has to be. Yeah, human girls with horse
Is it-
ears and tails. Okay. there you go.
Are there humans that ride these horses?
I don't think
these
that they
horse-
are ridden.
These horse humans.
It's
That,
like
that would be...
that would just be
Well, I mean...
like
well,
way the fuck over the line.
Quite right.
Are they on all fours?
I don't know.
Well, I
God.
mean... I
This
If they're
concept
into that.
just-
Is this show
It
just
raises-
somebody's
It
like?
raises too many questions. It's somebody's kink.
Is
It
this
is.
show just someone's bizarre sexual fantasy? It's entirely possible.
It's really entirely possible because let's face it, it's Japanese like midnight television.
Yeah.
Because like
I like that
midnight
phrase a
television,
lot.
All the weird otaku shit comes up. Like that's the midnight hour is when they put on the stuff that isn't viable at any other time of day.
Apparently, the
Okay.
horse girls are also gay for each other, which I did not know until just now.
Okay, again, this is somebody's fetish.
So at least it has some redeeming quality.
There's some redeeming quality, which is that the horse girl, they're lesbian horse girls.
There's
Okay,
gotta be a joke in there somewhere. Something jockey. I don't know.
I mean, like, I don't know.
If you're on it, let's do it. Ride my pony.
Oh my god!
Oh no.
I mean, right? Oh, what was I gonna say?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, to the fucking.
Wah,
But,
wah, wah.
okay. So, I mean, my first thought here would be like, I mean, I can totally picture Juri from Revolutionary Girl Utena wearing jodhpurs. So, like, I'm sure there is lesbian appeal in the whole horse riding thing.
I'm gonna watch it and no one on heaven or earth can shame me. You do you, Win.
God.
I am planning to watch the anime of Hina Matsuri, and I want to check out Golden Kamui on Haruspex's recommendation. And
Wait a minute, isn't this the season when there are all these sequels coming out?
there's a bunch of stuff coming out this season that I'm at least like sort of interested in. I think Black Fox starts this season too, or that might be next season.
Oh, by the way, I just wanted to note that this isn't like really super news exactly. Like it's not really news exactly, but it's like sort of like a thing that's been hinted at. Apparently Yoshitoshi Abe and Chiaki Kanaka are still trying to make Despera happen.
I've heard that, and I hope they succeed, but I'm not getting my hopes up.
I can't remember if it was Abe or Kanaka confirmed, and they had a photo of them hanging out.
When was
that
this?
confirmed this. That they're like really pushing for it. Like
I'm watching the new Full Metal Panic, 2003 or brother.
Oh no!
Oh.
Okay.
Demolished.
God.
Spring 2018 anime.
Yo, if Despera actually airs, I'm gonna make that like an actual server event, cause, like,
Yes,
you know.
do that. That needs to like.
If anyone is unaware, Despera is the long in the works, spiritual successor to Serial Experiments Lane,
Yeah, it's
and might be
it would
like
be-
an actual prequel. Nobody's entirely sure yet.
Yeah, it's like it's sort of the third series that the third series that Kanaka.
CC
and,
lost her DS charger. That sucks.
well,
when I
it would be
move
the
in,
third
you can have
series
mine.
that Kanaka and Abe were supposed to work together on, and maybe like the second or third or something, like that they worked on the second I think that they would have worked on with Ryosuke Nakamura.
Yeah, it was like
or-
the whole team
or-
from Lane again, I thought, right?
Or Ritaro Nakamura. Sorry, Ryosuke Nakamura is a very different director, but interesting in his own right. Yotaro Nakamura, who unfortunately died of pancreatic cancer before the project could be seen through. And part of the reason why Despera has been so pushed back is because they were been trying to find a replacement for Yutaro Nakamura for years.
Yeah, like they originally announced it in like 2009 or something, right? 2008.
Yeah,
like it's been a while.
It's been almost a decade. Yeah.
If I die to the ammo snake again, I'm gonna scream.
Yeah, Nakamura was like really seriously ill for a while. So What? What happened? Did you die again?
I died to the ammo snake again.
Oh no. Because I'm looking at the current,
Yeah.
listed Mal things. I don't really use Mal anymore because I use, Analyst, but Mal does tend to like be updated more quickly with these sort of things.
Yeah.
Let's see. Although honestly, like, let's be honest with any
Scram.
of these sort of sites, they're
At own ass.
the what is it called? The synopses for these shows tend to really suck.
Yeah, that's true.
Wait a second, Piano no Mori. Wait a minute.
Uh,
As in
that one
Piano
is
Forest.
getting
That
made
was a film.
too, I think. I think it's a movie, and like the series is, what is it, like an alternate
Yeah, I
universe
know
or
about
something? I don't know
I know
anything
about
about it, honestly.
I know about the film. I haven't seen the film, but I've heard of it. It's I recall it being reasonably well regarded. But yeah, okay, I'm a little curious about this. Like, who's staff on this?
Me.
Uh,
I am.
what's
Starving for
really
some
funny
anime.
is that the person who wrote the manga that Piano no Mori is based on is named Makoto Ishiki, which is the name of several different anime characters, including the white snake from Razafon.
I'll be back in 15 minutes, and I want to do Quiplash. Okay, well then I guess we'll just kind of have like an interlude then for a little bit, and we can just
Okay.
kind of talk.
Have
I want
have
to.
either of you seen Razafon?
It's been on my list of stuff to watch for a long time, but I have not seen it yet.
A TV tropes person that I kept in contact with was a fan, although I wasn't ever like into it myself.
Have you ever seen it? Is more my question.
No, I haven't.
I think if you like weird, character-driven giant robot shows, then you will probably like Razafon.
Weird, character-driven giant robot shows, such as
Evangelion is like the one that everybody compares it to, even though it does do its own thing. Like, it clearly is like paying homage to Evangelion,
Hey,
but it has a
I
very different vision.
I want to interrupt you for a second. I'm gonna put something up on stream. I'm gonna put something up on stream real quick, cause I got a Steam card from Dawn of War, and everybody please look at this incredible Chaos Space Marine card. He's so mad. Look at him.
He looks so grumpy.
He is furious. He's so angry.
Wait a second. Oh, shit.
He's an angry boy.
The person who's working on the Piano Forest was the series composer on Flowers of Evil.
I don't think I know what that is.
Aku no Hana is the Japanese title. The one that was rotoscoped.
Oh, is that the one that people used to just like post screen caps of it on 4chan and be like, it looks bad.
When it doesn't actually look bad, it just looks weird.
Yeah, like that. I think that's the only thing I know what.
Yeah,
that
it's like
series from.
it's a very dark show, and it's apparently really strange. And I've been curious about it for a while. But yeah, the person doing script composition for Piano Forest is the person who did that for Aku no Hana. Let's see what else is premiering, because I'm a little curious about
Yeah, read off the list. Actually, here, you know what? I'll bring up the list myself, and we can take a look.
Okay,
we don't need to read
I'm,
about.
I'm using the Mal
right
one.
Oh, okay. What is the name of the thing? My anime list. Spring 2018 season?
Yeah. And
Starving for some anime, call that malnutrition.
Nice,
oh my god!
nice punchline, Trey. Let's see here. Steins Gate Zero. Never going to watch that.
Yeah.
People tell me it's transphobic. Third season of My Hero Academia. New Tokyo Ghoul. Don't know what that is. Oh, this is the Sword Art Online spin-off that 3 Hertz are gonna do.
Sword art.
I might
Oh, yeah,
actually.
the Sword Art Online spin-off that specifically, excuse me, the Sword Art Online spin-off written by the guy who wrote the Kino's Journey light novel.
Yeah, and it's being done by Studio 3 Hertz. I might watch just like the first episode of that to see if it's any good.
It'll probably be reasonably pretty.
My hunch is that the people who own the Sword Art Online IP are gonna be like mess it up
Make it
somehow.
bad.
But yeah,
Oh no, the script, the person who's in charge of series composition for this was oh wait a minute, is this what I think it is? No, different thing. What has this guy done?
we
Well,
got
he's
the Persona 5 anime, which I might watch. New Full Metal
oh yeah.
Panic.
That.
3D Kanojo Real
Wait
Girl.
a second. There were people were entirely serious about Full Metal Panic coming back.
Yeah, that's getting the
Really?
That's getting the new season this
Really?
week. Yeah, this year. Sorry.
That is the most mid 2000s, early 2000s thing.
Nobody associated with the previous SAO at A1 is involved, so it might be worthwhile. I don't know. Maybe. Like I said, I'm gonna give it a fair shake, but I don't know.
Let's see.
This story
Skateboard
is about
Online.
a 15-year-old girl who is a newbie idol in love with her best friend's brother, who is also a popular idol. But she runs into a scary Yakuza guy and finds out that her mother was an ex-magical girl and the Yakuza guy was her mascot.
Amanchu is getting a sequel.
Yeah, Amanchu is also getting another season. Hina Matsuri is the one that I really am interested in. A lot of stuff that's like adaptations of things that I'm not familiar with, like Megalobox is getting an anime.
Wait a second, wait a second. Apparently Akunto Kanojo is a josei rom-com, which doesn't happen very often. It's a short
anime.
series.
Huh. Still. This series centers on a family where both parents are mad scientists, and where both brother and sister are modded humans called creatures. What the fuck? That's Cheyenne Pin Jai Ting, if anybody wants to watch that.
Oh yeah, what is that again? What happens? A series centers on a family where both. Huh.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. Also, there's a new Captain Tsubasa.
That sounds like the
anime.
type of thing that could be either pretty good or really bad.
Yeah. The daily life of an up-and-coming female mangaka team living together in a dormitory. Interesting, I guess. There's a new Wishcross anime coming out. I know one person who really, really likes that series, and everybody else I know who has seen it thinks that it's garbage.
Actually, I've met a few people that like it.
It's apparently really melodramatic, which makes me think it's sort of the same situation as the Black Rock Shooter anime, where a lot of people don't get the, like they don't vibe with the very straightforward emotionality.
I don't know what the creature in the Hisone to Masotan one over there is, but they're a friend.
Oh, that's a series about a girl joins the JSDF, except it's in an alternate universe where they use dragons instead of planes. And that's her dragon, I think.
And it has really cute character designs.
Yeah, that's one that I don't know about, because I wanted to see it.
They're not typical character designs, but they are adorable.
Yeah, like, I kind of want to see it, but also, like, somebody was telling me that show's, like, funded by the Japanese Ministry of Defense, which is, like, nobody seems to know if that's actually true, and if it is true, that's really fucking weird.
That
he was
is
pretty
dubious.
derby.
Oh, more Kosugi no Reitetsu. Awesome. That show is fucking great.
Akun to Kanojo. Alice or Alice? Oh, this is a fucking incest show. Never mind. Cutie Honey
Oh
Universe.
god, yeah, I saw that Siscon Nissan. Oh, Jesus Christ, it's right in the title.
It really
And,
is right in the title.
Lupin the Third Part 5.
What's this thing here? Soten no Ken? Oh, that's the new, Fist of the North Star thing, right?
Oh, there's the new Gegege no Kitaro
I don't
adaptation.
think I know what that is.
Or Hakaba Kitaro. It is an old series. Like, the original version of it is from, like, the 60s.
Oh, I should, like, have this on stream, huh? If I'm gonna, like, actually talk about these.
I was gonna ask about it, but I figured that you might have had it turned off, like, based on,
no, it's just...
like, not knowing what was in the posters or whatever.
No, it's fine, it's fine.
Wait a second, like...
We're doing our weird little intermission thing here before we go into Quiplash. Also, I think some of our viewers are bots because we keep getting spikes and then it drops down again. Weird.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Weird stuff. Oh, hey, maybe I should have been more careful about what I put on screen, because there's a bunch of young men with no shirts on right there. Scrolling right along.
There's a... Where are the young men with no shirts?
Wouldn't you like to know?
I would. Oh, that.
Yankee.
Oh, it's just it's like fucking shoujo nonsense. I mean, why not?
I don't know if Masoten is funded by the JSDF, but it is written by Marie Okada. I don't consider that a bad thing, and I don't consider that a bad thing.
I don't consider that a bad thing at all.
Yeah, I really liked Black Rock Shooter.
She can write stuff that's really questionable, but quite often she does rather well.
Oh yeah, the Code Geass movies. That's happening.
Oh yeah, that's happening.
That's really strange. I keep forgetting about that.
Let's see.
What is
there's...
Tomi? What in the world is this? Tomi Kawakami is a femme fatale with long black hair and a beauty mark just under her left eye.
Tomi is a Junji Ito manga. It's one of his most famous.
She can seduce nearly any man and drive them to murder as well, even though the victim is often Tomie herself. While one lover seeks to keep her for himself, another grows terrified of the immortal succubus. But soon they realize, no matter how many times they kill her, the world will never be free of Tomie.
Yeah, that's one of the most famous sort of stories by Junji Ito is Tomie. And it's apparently really creepy. Although apparently the Junji Ito collection was really not very good, so hopefully this will be better.
Yeah, I heard that.
Unless it's wait a second, it's by the same people, unfortunately. That's a little depressing.
I'm going to go use the bathroom quick, and then hopefully by the time I return, Lynn will be back. Also, they are.
There's a Chinese series about a cat named Blanket.
That's a good name for a cat.
And his son Cloak.
But I will.
It looks adorable.
I will be right back, and then we will get into Quiplash. If anybody is already in the group DM, in fact, I'm gonna have to hang up on you two and then call you back in the group DM.
Okay.
You guys can get in there now, and we will be doing that shortly. If you are not in that group DM, just hang on a little bit, and we will get you in for the game, if you would like to play.
Alrighty.
As a reminder, if you are not Tredney or Trey, please be careful about turning your mic on. We don't want anybody... Mala,
Oh, there?
we're still live.
What?
We're still live on my show.
Wait,
This is the one for Quiplash, Mala.
you're right.
Mala?
Oh, you know.
Just, yeah. What? Why am I checking? No.
Hey, Mala, mute your thing if you're in here. Because we're doing Quiplash and stuff. Okay, everybody's muted except Jane and myself, apparently. I need to use the bathroom.
I should be up, I think.
Okay.
I just had myself muted before because I was eating.
I just couldn't see you because of, like, there's, like, a whole row of people. Like, wow. So much people.
Yeah. People.
But, yeah, yeah. I'll be back in a second. Yeah.
Show you a good time. I've got collaboration on my mind. Slide into my frequency. B2B. The ingredients of an L81 soft drink: carbonated water, real sugar, corn sweetener, glycerin, ginger, natural and artificial flavoring, citric acid, sodium benzoate, a preservative, phosphoric acid, caramel coloring, caffeine. L81 Bottling Company, Winchester, Kentucky. 40391. Product of the United States of America. A crisp, clean, real ginger drink for a bracing pop with a hint of citrus.
Are we sponsored now?
No, I'm just reading off the label of my ginger ale / citrus thing. It's an L81. Everybody just calls it L8, even though it's technically called L81. Quips and lashing them quips.
I think that from now on, I should just make a new group DM whenever we do this, because it becomes
confusing otherwise.
Yeah, because like I end up accidentally calling people who don't know that I'm even live or what we're up to, which is not their fault, but like, you know, I don't want to accidentally put anybody on stream because that becomes like a potential actual legal issue. Not that anybody would sue, but you know.
Sue over what?
Like, being
Being on stream on
Yeah,
accident.
like accidentally on stream.
Oh.
Accidentally on stream. Can I even... Yeah, there's actually not enough spaces in the group chat. Is there anybody who's, like, in the call but not actually here? Because I know Heinz wanted to join, but our thing is full.
We could make a new one.
Yeah, but I think everybody's here. Oh, okay, Go-Go's gonna leave. That works.
Okay.
See you next week, Go-Go.
See you.
Add friends. Hi. What do you mean still full? Somebody just left. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Add. Yo, what the heck? Oh no.
Oh, Go-Go. Oh, Go-Go. Oh, Go-Go.
There he goes.
Now
Okay.
temporarily gone.
Yeah, we're just gonna have to make a new one next week. Otherwise, it becomes
A cluster.
It becomes a cluster something. All right.
Something clustered.
All right.
Duster cluck.
Yeah, I see you. I see you in chat, Go-Go. They meant in the group DM. What's it? But yeah, this becomes an issue. So next week, somebody remind me. I'll just make a new one. I think we might actually have too many people because there's only 8 slots in the actual game, but we can rotate people in and out. That's okay.
Okay.
Now nobody join the room yet because I need to join first.
Okay, PEHC
Nobody joined that yet. I need to join first, or else it becomes an issue. It tries to give other people control of the game.
Okay.
Mala!
What did Mala do?
She joined before me. Now I have to make it again. Now hold on. Buddy, hold your horses.
I didn't even get it.
Okay. There we go. Now the room code... Why do I have this game muted? Hold on.
I'm green!
The room code is NSMO, I believe. Let me turn it back on.
Yes.
I'll put it back on the screen.
Yeah, boy finally got his color.
Don't call Mala a mean gremlin. That's not nice. Alright, everybody, let me know when you are all in.
Don't
Gee, I
forget
wonder...
to turn the thing on for the stream.
Don't forget to, Oh, you're talking to me.
Yes, yes.
Are you talking to me?
Are you smarter than a 5th grader?
Alright, there we go. And we have a full group. Alright, let's get...
Chiron rules!
Rolling.
Clearly,
Karun.
we know who that is.
Yeah, I think we have a fairly good guess as to who that is.
I don't know who Kairun is, so...
A character from, Turning Girl.
An anime.
Greatest anime ever made.
Oh yeah, is that the green girl?
Yeah. Also, Gogo, that's a good suggestion, but we need to have screen share on for the game, and you can't use screen share on servers. You can only do it in DMs. Unfortunately.
It's round 1, baby.
Round 1.
Round first.
Yeah?
I want my baby back, baby back, baby back.
I want my baby back, baby back, baby back.
She's baby back at it.
Boom. You're not a dum-dum, Go-Go. It was a good idea. We're not doing audience codes. Oh yeah, I should give that out. Yeah, if anybody wants to get in as the audience, the room code is NSMO. You can vote on whichever answer you like best on a given round. I always get mine in really early, which I feel like is kind of the kiss of death. Whoever's the square, you got 10 seconds.
Kitty, baby back at
There we go.
Let's take a look.
Let's go.
Starting things off.
What two words would passengers never want to hear a pilot say? Mountain close or Gangnam Style? Oh, these are both really good.
Oh, 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 oh. Hey, sexy lady.
Wow, I'm glad we're using the group screen share today. There's almost 10 seconds of delay on the stream.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it's an even split. Also, it's like the game itself is running kind of slowly, which is weird. Hopefully it's not like a long-term problem.
Next one.
Another use for cooked spaghetti.
Oh no.
Wig for my King Arthur cosplay or rap battle rhyme material.
On your devices.
That's difficult.
Mom spaghetti.
Mom spaghetti. Mom spaghetti. Mom spaghetti.
Somebody touch my spaghetti.
Spaghetti.
Oh no,
Spaghetti.
City Pop Radio got taken down. Wow! I got swept!
You got quiplashed.
I did.
I was going for the anime. Apparently, I succeeded somehow. I was struggling to remember her name.
Arturia.
Oh, from Fate. I understand.
Saber.
Yeah.
Saber, there we go.
The worst thing to find when you move into a new house. You with your loved ones or European colonists.
No one expects the Spanish Inquisition.
These are both very good.
Or the Peruvian Inquisition, such as it is. Did you know the Peruvian Inquisition lasted into the 1800s?
I did
Really?
not.
Yeah, because it just kind of never ended. Until they finally threw out all the... yeah.
European colonists wins. A rare loss for Yarn.
Ones is still pretty good.
Yeah.
Coming up next. A terrible talent to have for the
Terrible talent to have at a Miss America pageant.
Egg snorting or great at executions? I don't know. I like a woman who knows how to wield a battle axe.
You know, you turn your right hand left and right and say, "I've played so much Assassin's Creed, I know how to do every maneuver in real life."
Oh man. Win soft.
Win wins. Nom 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 nom. y'all also should remember to vote.
I have been.
There was only 5 votes on that one. There's 9 people watching.
The most German sounding word you can invent.
Harfenglicht or Kranken Deutschkarschloch?
Loch. Kranken Deutsch Karlsruhe.
This is kind of a weak prompt, to be honest. And that one goes to Yaren.
Dude, the world's #1 Chiron fan.
Quite possibly literally. An item on every pervert's grocery list. H or bitter melon, nature's French tickler. H?
Preparation H.
Who dropped? Did somebody drop? 2, 4, 6. Oh yeah. There were 10 people here, now there's only 9.
Why did everybody go with just the letter H?
Because it's really funny.
It is pretty funny. I was tempted.
Apparently it's a
But
Dragon Ball
Watermelon
reference,
is
but-
also very good.
It's a why, but what does it mean?
H. The name of your new plumbing company, Plug Plumbers or Clog Horizon?
I don't stand a chance. I went with the anime and it didn't. No.
Clog Horizon.
God,
That gets a Quiplash.
that was too good. That was too good.
That's a nuclear quiplash.
God, I got obliterated.
Next in line, the worst Viking.
The worst Viking, Eric the... Oh, poor section.
Eric, the host of the Eric Andre Show, or Eric the Rotting Corpse?
Well, Eric the Rotting Corpse implies that he was the worst Viking.
Heinz's connection.
All clips is the same.
I win.
Oh yeah.
We're still missing somebody. There was another person in the call.
Well, no, you can only have 8 in a game.
Well, yeah, but like somebody was in the group DM and left. I don't know who or why.
No, actually, no. In the game, there are 8 people who have been playing, so that's a thing.
Alright.
Oh yeah, Go-Go left at one point.
Yeah, but that was a
Early
while
yesterday.
ago.
And that means all points are doubled.
I don't know. Whatever. Whatever. Let's see. I hate both of my answers. There are 10 right now. I'm only seeing 8. Although there's 10 in the sidebar. That's really weird. Oh, because I'm not seeing myself. Right. I'm smart.
Because you're a vampire and cannot see your own reflection.
I'm smart.
Very.
Okay, here we go. Our first prompt is
A terrible name to have if you're running for public office.
office.
Jacob Serial Murderer or Fuckface McAllister?
Okay, everyone,
God.
your favorite.
Oh no!
God.
I think there are better ones than this.
Y'all can do better.
The McAllister part is pretty good.
I mean,
I
I
can
did
hear
consider.
that in a Scottish accent.
I did consider just putting like Hitler, but I didn't know if that would be kind of over the line, so I went with just
I mean-
profanity instead, and it won. So
Aye, the dweeb fucker. Fuckface McAllister.
No, it's like more like fuckface McAllister. No, wait.
And next,
I'm trying to figure out if
a
I've got
bad
the right accent.
a bad one-word slogan for a presidential campaign: puss puss or le.
it's voting time.
or le. Away. Puss.
These make a great answer together. Le puss puss.
Le puss puss.
Ah yes, le puss puss.
I mean, le.
Shout out
Voulez-vous coucher avec
to
moi
my
ce
girlfriend
soir?
ranting in pseudo Scottish in the group DM, and Le wins.
Damn it, is my last lash gonna just have to be a single like unreadable character?
A.
God.
I
I'm
think
angry.
I think that unfortunately Puss Puss has passed its expiration date.
The most.
What Bigfoot complains about to his therapist the most? Body dysphoria constantly hides from cameras, or all the humans keep wanting to fuck him. I mean, the first one's just sad. You've created like sad trans Bigfoot.
Sad trans Bigfoot is a good headcanon, though.
It sounds like a fucking
Okay.
advice animal.
Sexy trans Sasquatch though. I'm into it.
Oh, I didn't even get to vote. I was too torn between two really good answers there.
And all the humans keep wanting to fuck him wins. I think the other one was just too real.
Yeah, it was a little too real. But I
Again,
was really tempted to give it simply because it is just too real.
though, it would make a great like 2008
Worst thing
era.
to yell while a professional golfer putts.
You couldn't even get in your wife's hole or nice puss.
God.
It's putts, Jane.
Holy shit.
Oh man.
God.
I just got Quiplash.
And CC with the Quiplash.
You couldn't even get in your wife's hole. Oh my god. I just got destroyed.
A great birthday present for your worst enemy.
Enemy.
Ooh.
Belt or a knife to the heart.
Time to vote.
God.
Belts?
I
Well.
hate this round. I hate this round so much.
Just, here you go, here's a belt.
I'm really gonna get Quiplashed again by fucking simple answer. God.
Not quite Quiplash. I think that might be worse.
Belt.
I appreciate the pity vote.
What those giant Easter Island heads are thinking. Thongkang, or untranslatable Rongo Rongo?
That is actually the name of
Rongo.
the language.
Rongo Rongo.
Yes, that is actually the name of the language of Easter Island.
Aha! I beat a
Really?
Mala answer. I'm truly
Wow.
victorious.
Well, or rather, it's the name of their writing system, which nobody can translate.
Yeah. The name of a painting Michelangelo was ashamed he created. The painting with no dicks in it, or the Sistine Chapel?
See, the Sistine Chapel gets my vote on account of the fact that it's cis.
Yeah, like, I think that's just actually true. Wasn't that like a thing? Like,
I don't know if he
Yeah.
regretted it or not, but he was certainly like, I'm going to
Oh, it's
do
a
as much
split vote.
dicks as I possibly can within this holy place.
Oh,
'cause I
technically
fucking
it's
hate-
spelled with an... Sistine is normally spelled with two S's, but...
Yes, exactly. That's the joke.
The one phrase
one
the
phrase-
NSA... Go on.
Tired of watching us type into Google.
Sexy Muffet fan art or how to make bomb. See, I like that first one because it's a
God.
reference to it's a reference to a thing earlier on the show.
Okay, but that's also funny in general.
Yeah, that's true. And it takes the Quiplash.
I mean, the NSA probably are tired of how to make bomb, but sexy Muffet fan art.
I've been
Just-
called out.
just-
I'm not owned.
A, more common. B, easily more gross.
We've reached the end of round 2. Let's see what happens.
But it's a kind of gross that I...
I was in last place and now I'm in second, so I think I'm doing okay.
And I'm in third! Yay!
It all comes
Yeah.
down
This is round 3.
to the last lap.
You kids in your top placements. I'm over here getting belt and H as competition.
Santa,
Said his sleigh were driven by 8 tiny.
What was so funny about H? I don't understand.
Apparently it's Japanese for sex.
I know that!
God.
going for a very specific kind of appeal here.
I've given up on this. I've actually given up on this.
H.
Don't give up, Trey.
H.
Peter Gabriel and Kate Bush don't want you to give up.
Santa Claus would be a bigger badass if his sleigh were driven by 8 tiny individuals in bondage fursuits, guns, femboys, bush dogs, sands, cat girls, sexy spider girls, or men. Good lord, this is a terrible round.
This isn't a terrible round. This is the best round.
I guess it depends on how you look at things.
Amen.
Trey, I'm sorry.
4%.
I told you, I gave up on it.
Tiny man. A gun.
Garen's telling me to know my audience, but I don't know anime intimately, so it's like, how much can I do?
Belt.
Consider. Girls.
Femboys. Of course, all the obvious suspects are right in this screen here.
The audience is 8.
Okay, but I won once last time, so I just got bad prompts this time, maybe.
H.
We'll see. We'll see. I'm working on it.
I get the feeling that mine's the only one that didn't get any votes.
Well, my drive for furry appeal worked. You people are so predictable. Not as predictable as me, though.
Yeah, but still.
I think I might have won? I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Because CC and I both got really
And nobody
close.
went with bush dogs? Have you ever seen bush dogs hunting?
What is a
And
bush?
they're tiny.
What's a bush dog?
Bush dogs are a type of canine. They have very short legs.
Ah, no,
They're
fake
kind
one.
of like, they look like little sausages. And they're found in Africa, and they hunt small birds and things. Okay.
I will be right back, and we will start up a new
Log
game.
Horizon.
Can we just start with the same group of people? I think we'll be good then.
You get in your way. Oh my god, CC. Sexy Muppet fan, I'm so glad I was able to pull that one off.
Wig for my King Arthur cosplay.
Yes.
Fucking H.
H was against me. H was against me saying bittermelon, which is, nature's
Oh, yeah,
French
fair.
tickler.
Wait, let's see. What was mine against Belt? Fucking Belt.
Yeah, you got destroyed by Belt.
I'm angry.
But, that's because, Belt is possibly the most neutral, chilly thing to get someone as a present.
God.
Also, it could be, a really mean, obnoxious thing, I don't know, something relating to pants. Log Horizon.
See, I thought Plug Pluggers was clever. I got my ticket for the long way round. 2-bottle whiskey for the way. And I sure would like some sweet company. And I'm leaving tomorrow, what do you say? When I'm gone, when I'm gone. You're gonna miss me when I'm gone. You're gonna miss me by my walk. You're gonna miss me by my taco. You're gonna miss me when I'm gone. I got my ticket for the long way round. The one with prettiest of view. It's got mountains, it's got rivers, it's got sights to give you shivers. But sure would be prettier with you.
Are we good to just use
Are we
the
good to start
same?
again?
Are we good to just use the same players?
Yeah, we can do that.
If anybody needs, basically what I'm asking is if anybody needs to go, please tell me in the chat so I know to make a new room. Femboys and catgirls, mugasm. Goodness gracious. When did my pure stream become this way?
Okay, question.
Pure? When?
Who was talking about who making weird Scottish noises earlier?
Oh,
Because
no,
I can't.
that was
see the
CC
Twitch chat.
posting in the chat.
I'm gonna guess that was probably you.
I was making weird Scottish things.
Yeah,
attempting.
I guess we're all good to go again, because...
Scottish.
Alright. In that case, we will go again. 2, 1. Quiplash.
Welcome to Quiplash.
I'm funny, damn it.
I mean, same.
That's kind of the nature of the game, right? I'm funny,
I
damn
thought
it.
bitter melon was a funny answer, but the problem is most people haven't seen a bitter melon before. But if you've ever seen a bitter melon, you know why I chose it.
You gotta go for the wide appeal, Trinity.
The wide appeal.
The
Have
wide
you ever
appeal.
seen a bitter melon?
No!
It looks like something some weird person would stick up their rear.
See, I went for narrow appeal answers, and I know that I'm going to lose both.
I've got one that's should be easily understood and one that's a deep cut.
If you've seen H before, you'd know why it's a good answer. Oh, hey guys, I just wanted to keep everybody in the loop. H.
Have you considered X, Q, V, W, S?
Despacito.
Spanish words.
A lesser known ingredient in most
A lesser known ingredient in most microwave pizza pockets. Sauce
Oh no.
or love.
okay.
Something, something.
Oh.
You can also
That's
get
act-
lost in the sauce. Huh. Wait, I know why there's only 6
If you ain't
votes.
got sauce, you lost.
I know why there's only 6 votes, because the 2 people who are
There's
answering
2
can't
people.
vote.
And, yeah, that's what
Yeah,
I'm saying.
I'm actually an idiot.
How do
How do proctologists cheer themselves up? We had the same fucking answer!
Oh no.
God.
No vote.
Oh my god! Who jacked my swag?
Who indeed?
Gee!
Congratulations.
Oh, yours won though, so it's all good.
Oh my.
And Win abstained. The worst ringtone for a cell phone. Deep guttural breathing increasing in volume, or Toto Africa shreds. Oh lord.
It's about the most
I would
shreddy
say,
fucking Baxter answer I think I've. Oh my god! What?
Demolished.
I'm just shook because it's fucking from Yaren. Congratulations, I played myself.
Yeah, Africa would be a great ringtone, is the problem.
next one.
Make up a schoolyard game that children should never play at recess.
Knife
Jesus.
fight or Fortnite?
Oh!
Video game
Remember, at least the knife fight gets kids outside.
humor. And Fortnite is the
The
victory.
sad part is I know it's actually happening.
Kids playing Fortnite at recess?
Yeah.
I'm not owned. A just so crazy it's brilliant business idea to pitch on Shark Tank. Super Mario 64 or Shark Dates. If they propose, free wedding. Do y'all know what Shark Tank is?
Yes.
I don't know.
Okay, but it's like, see, XC World marine biologist starts Match.com for sharks.
Vote nay. Shark Dates wins though.
It's a simple joke, but it's an effective one. Damn it.
Shark Dates.
Yeah.
Ooh ha ha.
Shark bait. Ooh ah.
I like Finding Nemo.
It's a good film.
Wah, ee, ah, oh.
Title of a college admission essay would definitely get rejected.
Here's why femboys are
Femboys
bad.
are bad.
Or Marxism is pseudoscience. What? What?
God.
What are these? It's still a good answer now that I've looked up what a shark is.
Maybe it's loan sharks. They date each other and are like, okay, now you owe me $50,000 for going on a date. Well, you owe me 100,000, and then they fuck.
What? What?
What? This stream went off the rails. A unique way to amputate your toe.
Amputate your toe.
Combining your fetishes poorly or helicopter rotors.
You do recognize what the implicit joke in combining your fetishes
Yes.
poorly.
I don't think there needs to be
won.
an implicit joke. I
Yes.
think it's just
Squanch goes south.
combining your fetishes poorly.
Oh, I am so happy that I immediately thought of, foot fetishes and knife play at the same time. Good use for toenail clippings, also relevant to the last question.
Late game monster in dungeon crawl or moons over my hammy. At least the other answer also sucks.
Gee, thanks.
I don't get it.
Because they look like moons when you clip them.
I mean, fair.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh wow, a lot of abstaining going on.
I actually
I did my fucking
won.
best, damn it.
Yeah, you quiplashed. We have 2 abstentions.
Round 1 is in the books. Let's see the scores.
Goodness gracious. Yaren in first place again.
So,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah.
You make
Yeah.
me feel like a pony. Sorry.
Yeah.
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 You see, Heinz, the problem with your Toto answer is that I thought you were just stating the fact that Africa by Toto shreds, which it does. You know you're a chocoholic when
Oh.
Chocolate by Soul Control is your ringtone or no answer.
Any reference to Chocolate by Soul Control even existing is pretty good.
Everybody singing chocolate. I got 2,000 points because Mala forgot to put in an answer.
Didn't Mala have to leave? Or.
Did she?
For a set of kids' pajamas.
Ooh.
I don't think so. Oh, maybe she did. Oh, I have to go eat dinner. Yeah, she totally said that like a couple minutes ago, and I totally had no idea. An inappropriate theme for a set of kids' pajamas: Bakemonogatari or Michelangelo's David print. Those are both really good answers.
The more I think about it, the more brilliant it gets.
Like, yeah.
Mala has been banished to the dining room.
Oh, I'm so happy that I won that one. I don't think I could have pulled that off with a different, like, group of people.
I haven't fucking seen Bakemonogatari.
I mean...
They're both good. A great way to kill time at work. A knife. There are no other ways to kill. Or throwing a knife into the wall clock.
God.
Well, I see that we're all on the same page. Honestly.
It's a split vote.
Yeah, but I really liked Yaren's. A knife. There are no other ways to kill. Is just aces.
Something you can only do in a Walmart if no one is looking.
Oh no!
Nothing. Or toilet paper waifu.
Oh,
What?
that is so wrong.
What? What?
I don't understand it.
What?
I don't
I'm not a
understand
lot.
either, but the audacity, it's
It gets
It's
a
so-
confused vote from me.
so brave
God.
and so
So controversial, yet so brave.
brave. Yes, exactly.
Jesus.
Say something so controversial, yet so brave.
Oh God. Wynn said everything is permitted at Walmart except unions.
The
Oh.
hardest
True.
part about living in a submarine. Undersea temples projecting madness waves or no answer.
I really wanted that to be up against something, but
Well, it won.
hey, way. It's a Lovecraft reference.
Okay, next one. The
Biggest issue facing the town of Margaritaville.
Hmm.
Breathalyzer shortage or wasting away again.
It's voting time.
Good old Buffett. I'm just a cheeseburger in paradise.
Wasting away again in Margaritaville. That was a narrow win.
See, the breathalyzer one it's clever on a level that is easily like understood in a way that
A trick you'd like to see a poodle do.
That-
Trick you'd
that the
like
other-
to see a poodle do. Oh, no,
Embrace the infinite or destroy capitalism. The prophecy.
Oh man.
pretty ace round. I gotta say. Become God.
His Royal Highness, the Prince of Wales, breaches reality.
No, destroy capitalism actually won that one.
Yeah, I think that has kind of become Wynn's brand.
Little bit. Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
And next is
Just a smidge, you know.
The worst
The
slogan
worst
for an
slogan.
erectile
Erectile
dysfunction pill.
dysfunction pill.
Stiffer drop
Stiffer
or
drop.
grow your horn.
vote on your devices.
It keeps
Dinah, grow your horn.
Grow your horn. Did Jane abstain?
No, I didn't.
No.
I voted for grow your
let's
horn.
see.
No, who did it? Who did?
I don't know.
Looks like Yaren might not have voted.
It's a mystery.
Round 2 is no more. Let's see the damage.
I'm in
Oh
second
my
place
God, I'm
again.
in first place?
I just have to overtake you in the final round.
And
You have to overtake me in the final round.
point values are triple.
You have to.
All the answers are the same prompt this time.
You need to be funnier.
A weirdly
You need to be so funny.
email in your spam
Ha
folder.
ha 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 ha. So,
Oh, damn it! I was in the middle of like, fixing my...
oh, good lord.
Yeah, me too.
Alright. A weirdly enticing subject line for an email in your spam folder. Limited time sale on catgirl pills. Destroy
Mine
patriarchy
was gonna
today.
be new single cat girls in your area. Sign up free.
Hot single elder beings in your area. One weird trick to get rid of spam, or real eating pierogi asm furit Izmir. So, I can explain. I tried to make it say real in brackets pierogi eating ferret as ASMR, but my touchpad decided to wig out, and instead we got that.
Yeah, but I totally got what you were trying to say.
Asm
I
furit
also love
Izmir.
it. Love it in that form. It is very good.
Oh, wait, did my... What was... Whoa, really? It didn't send in mine? What?
Yeah, it didn't send anybody that didn't hit send. Mine didn't go in that either.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah, that one. I don't know.
I think that's a good prompt, but like, you know.
You need more time
Hot
to.
single elder beings in your area is probably the funniest.
Yeah.
Hot single elder beings in your area.
That's all. Now for the final
I was
segment.
going to say the complete discography of R. Stevie Moore, free. But I couldn't quite fit it in there. So I was gonna
Fredney
rearrange
won
the wording.
anyway.
I won anyway?
Yeah. The last flash doesn't matter very much in this game.
Okay.
Unless it's
Oh,
like...
deep guttural breathing increasing in volume was pretty amazing.
Alright.
Combining your fetishes poorly.
Alright.
Well, I guess that's it for the night.
Yeah, I have to finish doing the dishes and, like, other
Alrighty.
stuff. And then, like I said earlier, when I come back, we can just, like, do a regular voice call, but I don't know if I really want to do more Quiplash today.
Yeah, it's a little late for me, as you know.
Oh, I wanted
But,
to
yeah,
know
okay.
more. I wanted to know more.
Oh
My redemption will be next week.
Yeah, same. Although I did win that last
You
round.
won, damn it.
But I can still redeem myself by destroying you all forever.
No, I don't really want to do more Quiplash later tonight. I'm probably gonna, like...
Anyway, have a good night,
well, if you
ladies
guys
and
want to,
gentlemen.
that's another thing.
Take care, y'all.
Yeah.
And others of various sorts. Gentle persons, good night.
Bye.